Is Apple really planning to bring back slim phones, even if it means giving up battery life? Recent leaks suggest that the upcoming iPhone 17 Air might be going in that direction. The buzz is all about the battery, and not in a good way. Reports say the iPhone 17 Air could come with just a 2800 mAh battery. For comparison, that's even smaller than the already limited 3900 mAh battery in the Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge. It's surprising, considering how much users have been asking for better battery performance, not less. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to replace the current Plus version. But instead of bringing improvements to battery or performance, it seems Apple is focused on making the phone thinner and lighter. The leaked dimensions suggest a thickness of just 5.5 millimeters and a weight of around 145 grams. That's slimmer than Samsung's Galaxy S25 Edge, which is 5.8 millimeters thick. While these numbers might look impressive on paper, they raise a big question. Are users really asking for thinner phones at the cost of all-day usage? People use their phones for almost everything these days, from work to entertainment, and battery life is a top priority. Making a phone this slim means sacrificing the battery size, which directly affects how long the phone lasts on a single charge. It feels like Apple is prioritizing style over practicality, something that has already frustrated many users in the past. There are rumors that Apple might be using more advanced, higher-density battery cells to balance things out. If true, that could help. But there's no solid confirmation on this yet. And even if they do go that route, it's unlikely to bring a major jump in battery performance. What's more likely is Apple offering a battery case as an extra accessory. But here's the catch. Once you put on a battery case, the phone becomes bulkier, which defeats the whole purpose of having a super thin phone in the first place. It's like designing a super light bicycle and then telling people they need to carry an extra battery pack just to ride it longer. Another point worth noting is Apple's plan to improve battery life using something called Apple Intelligence. This system would use artificial intelligence to manage background activity and app usage in a smarter way. The idea is that the phone will learn your habits and reduce power usage accordingly. It sounds promising on paper, but AI-based battery management hasn't really impressed in real-world use so far. Samsung already tried something similar with the Galaxy S25 Edge, and it didn't solve the battery complaints. If anything, people were left wondering why such a powerful phone couldn't last a full day. It almost feels like both Apple and Samsung are competing to make the thinnest phone possible, even if it means ignoring what people actually care about. Yes, sleek designs matter, but not more than being able to rely on your phone from morning to night. A beautiful phone that runs out of power halfway through the day is still frustrating, no matter how nice it looks. We'll have to wait for Apple's official announcement to see if these leaks are accurate. But if the iPhone 17 Air really does come with such a small battery, a lot of users might find themselves reaching for their charger more than they'd like, or skipping this model altogether. After all, nobody wants to be stuck with a dead phone just because it looks cool. If you want to stay updated with more leaks, news, and real-world reviews before making a buying decision, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We break down the facts so you can choose tech that actually fits your lifestyle.
Can you imagine using a phone that folds not just once, but twice? That might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but Samsung is getting ready to make it real. The company is reportedly working on a tri-foldable smartphone, and it could be released before the end of this year. Sounds exciting, right? But before you start saving up, some early leaks suggest it might not check all the boxes people are hoping for. Let's begin with the charging speed. According to a well-known insider, this upcoming phone will only support 25-watt charging. While that might sound fine at first, it's actually pretty slow compared to what other top phones are offering these days. In real-life use, it could feel even slower. Just take a look at what brands like Xiaomi are doing. The Xiaomi 15 Ultra supports 90-watt wired charging, 80-watt wireless charging, and even 10-watt reverse charging. That's more than triple the speed Samsung is expected to offer on this new foldable. Other phone makers are also moving forward with huge batteries. Some are preparing to launch models with 8,000 mAh capacity. Meanwhile, Samsung seems to be playing it safe, and that's exactly what many users find frustrating. Every year, people ask why Samsung doesn't push faster charging or new battery tech, but there's a reason they're being careful. If you remember the Galaxy Note 7, you'll understand. That phone had major battery problems, and Samsung had to recall it completely. Since then, they've been extra cautious with anything related to battery safety. They test everything more than most brands, which means they're slower to adopt faster charging, just to avoid any risks. It might not sound exciting, but it's part of their plan to avoid another major issue. Now about the camera. One thing we've heard is that Samsung might not use under-display cameras on this tri-foldable phone. These types of cameras are hidden under the screen, which looks great, but they usually don't take very good photos. Samsung seems to be leaning toward using the usual punch-hole design instead. However, nothing is final yet. They could still change their mind. It really depends on whether users care more about a clean-looking screen or better photo quality. But the biggest thing people talk about when it comes to foldable phones is the crease. With 2 folds, this new phone will likely have 2 visible creases. Reports say they'll be about the same as what we've seen on the Galaxy Z Fold 6. That means they won't be invisible, but they won't ruin the experience either. What's interesting is that Samsung's next foldable, the Z Fold 7, is expected to come with a much less visible crease. That could help convince people who haven't tried foldables yet. While all this is happening, Apple hasn't launched a foldable phone at all, but they are working on one behind the scenes. Word is, Apple doesn't want to release theirs until they've solved the crease problem completely. Some rumors say we might see a foldable iPhone in 2027, possibly to match the 20th anniversary of the first iPhone. That slower, more patient strategy might actually work well, especially since foldables still aren't as popular as expected. As for Samsung's tri-foldable, it won't be available everywhere. It'll probably launch first in South Korea and then roll out to just a few big markets. With a price of over $2,000, it's clear this phone isn't made for everyone. It's more like a test run for a new concept, and it'll take a few more years before this kind of phone becomes normal for most users. So what do you think? Would you buy a phone that folds in 3 places? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more tech updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Thickness. If accurate, the Air model could be nearly half as thick as the Pro version, making it one of the thinnest smartphones ever produced. While this new iPhone might be incredibly slim, it could also come with a larger display. Some leaks suggest that the iPhone 17 Air might feature a screen size around 6.6 or 6.7 inches, making it larger than the base iPhone 17. This means that despite its thin profile, it wouldn't necessarily be a compact device. Apple may also be making some significant design changes. Several leaked CAD images suggest that the iPhone 17 Air could introduce a horizontal camera bar at the top, similar to what we see on Google's Pixel phones. If this rumor is accurate, the camera bump might add about 4 millimeters of extra thickness, slightly affecting the ultra-thin frame. One of the biggest concerns with ultra-thin phones is battery life. A slimmer design usually means a smaller battery, which can lead to reduced usage time. However, reports suggest that Apple may be working on new high-density energy cells for the iPhone 17 Air. If this technology works as expected, Apple could maintain strong battery performance while keeping the device's form factor as thin as possible. This could help the iPhone 17 Air stand out as not just a stylish device, but also a practical one. Apple is the only company reportedly developing an ultra-thin smartphone. Samsung is rumored to be working on the Galaxy S25 Edge, which could be a direct competitor to the iPhone 17 Air. While details are still scarce, this device may offer a similarly slim design with high-end specifications. If Samsung moves forward with this model, it could create strong competition in markets where both devices are available. As of now, Apple has not officially confirmed the existence of the iPhone 17 Air and all the available information